Alright, the first issue, we'll do Atari Force. Now, this was a DC comic book, and this was issue number 6. Um, it didn't last very long. It came out in 1984, in June of 1984. But this one is pretty cool because it's got some interesting ads. Like here, on the back here. Whoa, can't really see that. You got a glare. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons video game. It's the Treasure of Terramin, but what's interesting to me, it's for the Intellivision. What's interesting to me is the first-person perspective. I don't recall that game having that. I could be wrong, but I thought it was a top-down kind of a view thing. But that's interesting to me. But and it doesn't tell you where the screenshot is for, but I think that's a pretty cool ad. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons video game. And I love the captions. Well, actually, this one doesn't have the captions, but you know, it just tells you there's Volume 1 is Cloudy Mountain cartridge, and then there's Volume 2, Treasure of Tarmin. But I don't know. I don't recall the Cloudy Mountain one. I could be wrong. Let me know. But yeah, then it's got a really cool ad on the inside for Moon Patrol. And I'm going to try to adjust this to the glare, but it's got a comic that goes along with it. And basically, let's take a look at this comic. These are kind of funny. But let's see. Go ahead and adjust there. Adjust. Come on, baby. Let's see. Okay. Now it says, Houston, this is Apollo. I'm on the ladder. Roger, we've got the picture. That's one small step for... Hey, somebody's up here. Are you Buggy? No, a moon buggy. And it says, it's jumping over craters and blowing up rocks. Apollo, what's it like up there? It's just like in the arcade. But yeah, it's the Moon Patrol game, which is an awesome game for the Atari. But that's for the Atari 2600. And ironically, these were the only two ads that were in this Atari rag. I mean, you figured that there'd be, you know, hey, look, this is the perfect soapbox for you to, you know, peddle all your wares. But they didn't. And believe me, I think, you know, this had to have been after the, you know, this is after the video game crash of the first one, whatever. But anyhow, I thought that was kind of neat. Alright, the next issue I pull up here is, it's Jaguar, number 2, by Impact Comics. I mean, Impact Comics was a comics company that, when I was a kid, that they made, you know, S.H.I.E.L.D., which is kind of a, not the Marvel S.H.I.E.L.D., but S.H.I.E.L.D., the actual guy. He was kind of a, I think he was like an Archie's comic version of Captain America, but, you know, this character actually wasn't very good. So, I mean, because the popular culture hasn't really heard of her. Jaguar. But let's take a look at the back here. This has got a pretty good ad for the Nintendo Entertainment System's Lone Ranger. And it's got let's try to get it out of the... But it's got a lot of screenshots that were pretty cool for all the different types of gameplay. And they try like hell to describe what kind of game it actually is, and it kind of comes off confusing. But I always liked the artwork on this ad. I can remember this was probably one of the reasons I bought the game originally, which is because it gave you so much information. And of course, Konami was one of my favorite companies back when, this is 1990, so that this game, or this comic book was made. So, I'm sorry, 1991. Yeah, September of 1991. And it's a pretty good... I love this right here. It tells you about the top-down views, the side-scrolling views. Look, if you want to know anything else about this game, check out my mini Let's Play on this. But, okay, now let's take a look inside. And let's see. Dang it, I thought I had the first one marked. Sorry about that. Oh, there it is. I kind of did. It's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. By LGJN for the Nintendo. Now this one's just got one of those funny captions that is just hilarious, so let me try to read this for you. It says, "Hey dudes, How'd you like to ride the power phone booth to 6 different worlds? Galactic, man. Search for infamous historical dudes through space and time. Most cosmic. Party with the likes of Joan of Arc, Noah's wife, and Napoleon, the short dead dude. Then send them back in time or you'll miss the Wild Stallions concert. Starring you. Heavy. Save the world in this bodacious adventure, and remember, be excellent to each other. A most excellent role-playing adventure. Really? They coined that as a role-playing game? Yeek. You know, oh, God. Do you think either one of these actors, Keanu Reeves and Blonde Dude, do you think they, recount this as one of their, cinematic gems, their performance of their career, the pinnacle of their success? Way to go, dudes. But I like how they're sitting on a Nintendo, as opposed to down here, where they're sitting on the power phone booth with all the historical dudes inside. But, yeah, so, wonderful. Okay, now, this isn't a video game, but, these things are so awesome with their ads. I had to show this one off, which I had to mark it with another one. Oh, yeah, the shower scene. Look at that. Oh, pervert, jerking off in the closet. Anyway, I thought this was hilarious. Join the world of Steven Seagal. This is an official Steven Seagal club membership thing. But you get a free karate patch with every order. A free martial arts catalog with over 1,000 items with every order. Okay, now here's what you get for... and you get a special edition full-color autographed poster. It's only $6.95. So for $7, man, you can get a picture of Steven Seagal back when he was thin. Well, circa 1991. But here's what you get for joining the Steven Seagal fan club charter membership. You get, for $25, you get all this. The official membership card, a Steven Seagal t-shirt, a Steven Seagal biography, worldwide martial arts product line catalog, plus the special edition full color poster. Man. And it's got the, the order form. So you can have this masterpiece hanging up in your dojo. Anyway, that's another ad. Are you sure you don't want to look at this one? Say, she turns the water on, she's taking a shower. Yeah, use that. You're a dirty girl, aren't you? And then what? She hears this in the corner. Well, wait a minute. That really didn't make a noise. It just made the camera shake. All right. Yeah, I'll see you on the other one, on the other issue. All right. And the last one that I'm going to put in this episode of video game ads is for issue number 87 of Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. This issue was actually particularly a good one. Not that you so much care, but Spider-Man reveals to Black Cat that he is Peter Parker, finally, because he's in love with her, and she's so, in love with Spider-Man. Well, she proves just that. It was funny as hell. He takes off his mask and he's like, "Hey, here I am, Black Cat. I'm really Peter Parker." And she says, "Yikes! Put the mask back on." And he's like, "What?" And he puts the mask back on, and she's like, "Look, I really got this thing for this dude in the red and blue suit, Spider-Man. I don't have much use for you, ugly Peter Parker." But I always thought that was fucking funny. Fucking funny. But okay, here we go. This is one of my most memorable video game, I guess you would call, ad that's left a visual imprint burned in my head. And that is for Super Cobra. Because I think, when this issue came out, and I got a hold of it, it was, why do I always do this? It was 1983. So, I was, 6. I was 6 years old when I was reading this. And this left a scary impression in my head. The game is next to impossible. Getting the flight jacket is a little easier. And look at this dude. He's been playing Atari 2600 so fucking furiously that he's got flaming hands. Or at least cooling off from being burned hands. And what kind of room is he in? Just got a freaking dog rug that he's laid out on and just a TV on the ground. But anyway, this is for, what is that? Super Cobra. For the, well, it's for all of them. It's for Atari 5200 and Intellivision, ColecoVision, 2600, and Atari home computers. But but basically what this is it's an ad for Super Cobra, but / sweepstakes that you could win the official Super Cobra flight jacket. But like it says above, it's almost impossible to beat the game, but the jacket's a little easier. Alright, now, what's also funny is, let's read some of this, the caption here, while you look at dude sprawled out, kind of, and my moving hand. But anyway, we made Super Cobra very, very tough to win, but because we're nice guys, we made the Super Cobra sweepstakes much easier. Every entry qualifies you, and you could win one of 100 Super Cobra flight jackets, personalized with your name patches, and 2 Tuck Common home video games. Just follow the sweepstake rules. Compared to Super Cobra, it's a day at the beach. So, that dude. Great ad. I loved this ad. I never got the game, though. I still don't have it. Jesus, I really wanted it for my 2600 too. That's gotta keep my eye open for that. And of course, on this side, there's another advanced Dungeons and Dragons video game with that first-person view. If that is like a dungeon crawler with first person, that's got to be one of the first FPS games ever. But anyway, so then let's see. I like this guy. I like this guy in his room. With it, working out in the background. Over by his bed, he's got a kayak. Nice. Alright, and the last ad that is in here is for Power Lords. And we'll get into Power Lords a little later. But this has a long dialogue of what the hell this game's about. But look at the art of this. It's kind of cool. This was a cartoon and a figure, an action figure line. And so they made a video game to go along with it. Doesn't look too spectacular. In fact, this is actually for the Odyssey and ColecoVision, weirdly enough. But let's read this. I'll let you look at dude here. Power Atom, I think his name is. I can't remember. Atom Power, yeah. Out there, in the deepest reaches of space, looms a craggy chunk of old granite. The mighty Vulcan rock, now held by some of the most deadly aliens. It's up to you to activate all the anti-alien weapons and devices. Your task is to help Atom Power, leader of the Lords, fight the laser-eyed space serpent that guards the entrance to Vulcan Rock. But be careful. There's more danger lurking. Once inside, you must fight the fiery attacks of the evil Arcus, and even more scary, the attack of the deadly, accurate aliens. Just how good are you at defending the universe? Play Power Lords and find out. It's the intergalactic strategy multi-board video game adventure from Probe 2000 that's challenging even the masters. Certainly you're one of them. Are you? Oh man, look at that screenshot. Yikes, the Odyssey. Okay, but anyway, yeah, that's the last one that's in here. Thanks for watching. Oh, by the way, I've got tons of comic books. Because it was, I've still, these are a couple more that I've got that are here. But I mean, seriously, I've got stacks and stacks. And they were so these ads were so impressionable to me as a kid because I wanted them. It worked. Not only did I get to read my favorite stories, my favorite comics of all time, but, ooh, hey-o, look at that. That is a Columbia bike with a muscle frame. But anyway, yeah, but they were, and I just figured I'd show you guys these in a succession of episodes. Because, I've got so many, I can't do them all at one time. And all my comics are over at my dad's house. So every time I go over there, I have to grab a stack of them. So we'll just focus on that. And stay tuned. I'm going to have a Sega Visions final issue review up here in just a few. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.